Hello, 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 humanity. Back once again. I had hoped to record a little bit early. I guess you say I say that all the time. I have a unique dilemma. I'm going to have to record from someone else's computer and rely on them to upload everything for me up until Friday or either Saturday. I miss you guys already. I have to say that I really do. But situation and circumstances, they do come up. And so I'm dealing with the situation as it relates to having my computer. I have to get some things together. And so Friday or either Saturday, I'll be back independently recording on my own and not relying on someone else's computer. But anyway, I made a real quick. I'm gonna have to go really really quick. Humanity. I can't say it enough. I miss you. I miss you guys. I don't know how I'm going to make it without having my lengthy conversations with you guys all the way up until Friday or either Saturday. But we'll make it do. And that's exactly what I wanted to briefly talk about too. I made a real simple. I made a simple stir-fry grilled cheese, humanity, and all I did was, the way you regularly would make a grilled cheese, but I did it slightly different. First of all, I made my own bread, and I've given you that recipe. Oh God, a million plus times now. But if you don't want to go on the channel, it's real simple. You take a half a box of cream cheese, and then you take maybe a fourth of a block of pepper jack, Colby, whatever your favorite is. It doesn't matter. You put that in the microwave for a count of maybe 70. Some people maybe have to count even as high as 100. It depends on your appliance. If you hear it popping, you take it out immediately, and then you're going to go in with maybe 3 to 4 tablespoons of oat flour. And remember, we talked about that a million times as well. If you find that you're out of oat flour, that's not a problem. You get your oatmeal, you put it in the cup of your blender, and you blend it for until it turns into powder for maybe 2 or 3 minutes. You don't have to blend it long at all. And then after you blend it, then you're going to take 3 tablespoons of your oatmeal flour and just put that in with your melted cheese. It should mimic, remember we talked about that, it should mimic dough immediately. And then you're going to bake you're going to preheat your oven to 375, and then you'll put your dough mixture. I found humanity. I made 2 separate round circular breads, but you can do it that way, or you can just take a loaf pan and just put the whole cover the whole entire loaf pan, and then make 2 or 3. So you have enough dough to where with the recipe that I gave you, that should the music in the background, humanity, is not mine, and I don't have access to my playlist, so just bear with me from now until Friday the Saturday. Anyway, to make a long story short, humanity, you can just take the dough and put it on the whole bottom of the loaf pan. And after if you want to, and then you just repeat that process, because I think the measurements that I gave you, I think that's only enough for one piece of bread, and you'll need 2 for your sandwich. And so after you get your 2 pieces of bread, just repeat it, or just make enough while you're making one slice of bread. You'll make 2 or 3, or you actually could make 5 or 6, and then just store them, so that way when you have another recipe for a sandwich or what have you, you already have it on hand. And remember, humanity, the personalization and the customization is key. And so after I bake the bread, you're gonna put your dough in the loaf pan, and you're gonna bake it for maybe about I want to say maybe about 5, maybe about 10 minutes. It should be brown on both sides. I really apologize for this music, humanity. It's unbelievable. But like I said, I don't have access to my playlist, and hopefully you can hear me clearly. And so anyway, after the 10 or 12 minutes, you'll take it out, and then you'll put it to the side and let it cool. All I did for the stir fry, I had a bag of stir fry mixture, and you know your stir fry strips. They usually consist of bell peppers and onions, and you want to try to get the ones that just have the strips of the bell peppers and the onions, because I have seen them where they had florets, broccoli florets, and you don't want that, not unless you want to make that as a side dish. And so anyway, after I put the bread to the side, I took maybe about a fourth of a cup of the stir fry, and I chopped it up, and then I put mayo on the bread, or you can use sandwich spread. It's up to you. And then I put the stir fry on top. I put Italian seasoning, 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning, a half of a teaspoon of onion powder and garlic powder. And remember, we talked about the spoons. The larger of the spoon is the tablespoon, and then the smaller of the spoons is a teaspoon. I use a half of a teaspoon of Italian seasoning and the onion powder and the garlic powder, and sprinkle it on top. And I also sprinkled a half of a teaspoon of black pepper, and all of that's optional. You can do it the way you want. And then I went in with 1 tablespoon, or you can go 2 tablespoons if you want. And remember, I'm going to get on the other side of the cheese, because I'm using a lot of cheese for my recipes. But anyway, I chopped or crumbled the Kobe cheese on top, and then I diced a tomato, half of a tomato I did, and I put that on top as well. And your mayo, remember, both slices of the bread are coated with your mayo, or if you want to go with a sandwich spread, that's good too. And then I sprinkle both sides with a tablespoon of mozzarella cheese, and I put that in the microwave. You can the vegetables are just so plentiful, and that they're falling over the bread, and that's the reason why I didn't take and put the bread, stack the breads on top of each other, and then put the mozzarella on top, because the vegetables are so plentiful. And you just put that in the microwave, let it melt for maybe about, I want to say, probably about not even 2 minutes, probably about a minute and a half. And then once that melts, you're good to go. Well, anyway, humanity, I have to kind of wrap it up, but I did want to talk about getting disappointments or delayed gratification. When I thought about it, this little pebble stumbling block that I have to wait until Friday or Saturday to use my computer. And I thought of it as just that, initially the shock, and then I'm like, oh, and the disappointment, and then the uncomfort. But humanity, if I hadn't gone around the uncomfort of having to readjust my eating patterns, learn so many different things, and I'm still yet learning, and I have so much to learn and so far to go, introducing exercise into my diet, learning this, learning that, and all of that. I never would have gotten to the other side of those cravings when I was upstairs on the third floor in that recliner. Remember, I told you about that, 17, 18 hours in a recliner, and I'm not exaggerating. And I was sick and what have you, just all of that plagued me, but I had to get on the other side of that. And so it took some uncomfort, it took delayed gratification, and even now, I could easily self-sabotage, because there's so many people, it looks like they're doing certain things, and I mean, the weight is literally just melting off of them. But a good example was I've really had some reckless eating, and I've had some hiccups and pebbles in the road on my journey and what have you, and it seems like it's going so slow. But nevertheless, I was washing dishes, and earlier today, myself and a loved one, we had raw chili, which was delicious, humanity. I can't wait to bring you that recipe, but the only thing about it, that's not mine, and I need to tweak it and, prepare it so I'll know the exact measurements and I'll know everything to give to you. I wouldn't want to give you something that I hadn't prepared. But anyway, to make a long story short, I was opening up the cup to the blender where we put the bell peppers in, and the scent was just, oh my goodness, it was just dreamy. And I'm just thinking to myself, my mentality has really, really changed, because I would never, ever, ever have considered the scent of bell peppers. I just never would have had that heightened sense of awareness until my mentality changed. And so I'm saying all that to say, humanity, and sometimes we get a little uncomfort. And now, if you're dealing with situations that are life threatening or situations that are oppressive or anything like that, I'm not talking to you, humanity, precious one, because I'm not qualified to talk to you. And not that I'm a clinician or anything in what I'm discussing as it relates to the recipes. I'm merely sharing the recipes that I've prepared and sharing my experiences. But you shouldn't do anything without consulting your doctor or a professional. But anyway, with that being said, humanity, when my mindset changed, like I said, just the simple thing of smelling, having a heightened awareness of the scent of the bell peppers, and then bringing that back home to, you may be dealing with something today that maybe it's a delay, it may even be a denial, but at the end of the day, humanity, if you're still standing and there's the possibility of you being able to do your due diligence and lending some patience to whatever you're dealing with to get to the other side of that thing, I have to wonder if it's not worth it, because you most certainly are. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it, humanity. You're worth it. You're worth going through the denial, going through the struggle, and getting to the other side. You are worth it, and you deserve it. And I'm wishing you the best. I really do. I wish you knew just how much I missed you, humanity. It's raining outside. I can't give you a comparison that, oh, it's so sunny out and la-di-da-di-da-di, but one thing doesn't change. Whether it's rain, sleet, or snowing, humanity, I'm thinking about you, and I miss you already. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.